let's all acknowledge the fact that Chinese brands like GAC are here to stay. And since marami na ring mga Chinese automotive brands dito sa Philippines, marami na ring options sa mga Pilipino when it comes to buying automobiles. But also, hindi rin biro ang pagtaas ng mga gas prices sa panahon ngayon. Kaya naghahanap tayo ng matipid. And speaking of matipid, why don't you try the GAC MQ Hybrid? Let's take it for a drive. Dito sa harapan, it looks futuristic, 'di ba? Kitang-kita ninyo yung mga lines dito. It's the V-shaped grille and it adds more flair to the look, 'di ba? Tapos meron ka pang mga chrome accents dito. Pagdating naman dito sa headlamps, it's all LED and I also love the DRL design. Kapag ka binuksan mo yung turn signal, ang ganda nito, nagiging yellow siya all over. And parang pag tinignan mo sa malayo, para siyang fangs or pangil, 'di ba? Ganon. Ganon. Ang ganda. I like it, 'di ba? Though dito wala ka lang fog lamps kasi adaptive na itong headlamps mo. Dito sa badge ng GAC, kung mapapansin mo, meron ka lang makikita na blue accent. And it indicates na isa siyang hybrid electric vehicle. At bilang nag-complement din yung futuristic look dito sa harapan, pagdating naman dito sa side profile, ganun din. Diba? May mga character lines ka dito, all the way there. Pero, pagdating dito sa roofline, medyo mataas lang ng kaunti because this is a compact SUV. And this sits on a 19-inch alloy wheels. So, may kataasan talaga. Ngayon, kung magka-car wash ka, wala namang kahirap-hirap. Pero, pagka kailangan mo lang abutin, edi gumamit ka na lang na upuan. Futuristic look sa harapan, futuristic look sa side. Pagdating dito sa likuran, futuristic pa rin. Mukha ngang concept car Pero pag tinignan mo itong tail lamps na LED, para siyang boomerang. 'Di ba? Ganda tignan, no? Lalo na sa gabi, maganda ito. So, LED ito. LED din ang iyong reverse lamp and your turn signals. But also, automatic ang iyong lift gate. Dito, you have spare tire. So, hindi ka mamamroblema just in case maflatan kayo sa S-Lex. Lalo na nagkalat ang mga pako ngayon. At isa ako sa mga nabiktima. Kaya ayusin nyo yan, S-Lex. Charot! Dito sa loob, I love the vibe. Kung ano yung itsura sa labas, nag-complement din naman dito sa ating interior. Meron lang akong konting concern because there's actually an absence of physical buttons. Example, gusto mong i-control yung aircon temperature or even the volume, min or max. Lahat yan, kailangan mo pang pindutin dito sa iyong touch screen. Pero kung gusto mo namang i-on yung front defogger and also the AC control na automatic, meron kang buttons dito. Now, if you want also to change the temperature, pwede mong baguhin sa touch screen na 10.1 inches. Pero pwede mo rin naman baguhin dito sa lever na ito, no? So, it's a matter of preference. Maybe also GAC was thinking na baka yung passenger gusto rin kontrolin yung decisions ng driver. May ganun ba? Speaking of touch screen, yes, 10.1 inches. That's capable of Apple CarPlay. Pero may only gripe, kailangan mong gumamit ng cord. Hindi siya wireless Apple CarPlay. Pero carry lang, 'di ba? And anyways, kailangan kung gusto mo mag-charge, pwede mong i-connect. Pero meron ka ring wireless charging dito. Yes, bongga. For the gears, hindi siya yung typical na ganyan-ganyan. Gagamitin mo lang itong cute little diamond, no, na lever. Pero kung magpa-park ka, pipindutin. There's also electronic parking brake Now, for the auto hold, you have to control it here. Pipindutin mo lang yan dito. Medyo may mga kalituhan parts lang ako dito sa kotse na ito kasi kung kailangan mo magpindot ng hazard, baka lang malito ka dahil magkatabi sila ng start-stop button. Hindi siya nakalagay dito, pero dito siya naka-place. Now, you have 2 cup holders here. Also, malaki rin ang iyong compartment and meron kang tunnel dito na maglagay ka pa ng mga bagay-bagay. But for me, overall, the feel of the interior, it feels premium and heavy with tech. Now, the seats are comfortable. I don't have complaints at all. And I think the build quality is really top-notch for this one. And I am impressed. At syempre, as usual, meron kang panoramic na sunroof that goes all the way at the back. So, if you want to see the nature, di ba? Kunwari, punta kayo ng Tagaytay or Clark, gusto mo makita ang mga puno, that's the best time. Pero hindi rin naman mamomroblema kapag ka mainit, no? Especially for summer, because this is nice quality. So hindi siya mainit based from my experience. But overall, my comment here for the front feel is that it can be a little overwhelming at first, but as you know, familiarization is the key. Pag-usapan naman natin how this car behaves on the road. Pero bago yan, let's talk about the existence of Chinese cars here in the Philippines. And for me, this is just my opinion, GAC is one of the underrated brands out there na Chinese, no? And, you know, the existence of Chinese auto brands, talagang nagkaroon din ng disruption when it comes to decision-making ng mga Filipino buyers because they offer value for money proposition, diba? I mean, it's not a bad thing at all, pero that's good for the competition overall. At the end of the day, magkakaiba naman tayo ng budget sa pagpili ng sasakyan and preference, diba? Think of it this way, even the Japanese brands, bago naman nila ma-reach yung reputation na yan, talagang it take lots of years, no? It took them decades to reach that kind of reputation. Sabi nga ng friend ko na si Warren B, nakaklase ko nung college, it takes 20 years to build a reputation, but only takes 5 minutes to ruin it. Wow! May pa-quotes na ganon. And even the Korean cars, ganun din, diba? Bago nila ma-reach yung status na yan, marami din silang pinagdaanan. Now, for the Chinese auto brands also, since they rely so much on technology, but also marami silang resources, I'm sure, diba, they keep on improving and improving over time. Now, talking about the car, what I like about it is that the build quality. Sobrang ganda. Walang halong ka-etchos-etchos. Alam mo, wala akong mga creaks or squeaks, mga rattles and shakes. Parang shake, rattle, and draw lang, diba? Wala akong nararamdaman na mga ganyan sa kotse na ito. Ang ganda ng build quality indeed. Now, the implementation of the hybrid system is something that's comparable with the Honda CR-V. Ang seamless ng kanyang hybrid implementation, halos hindi ko nga maramdaman or hindi mo mapapansin halos yung transition from the electric motor papunta doon sa engine. And pagka binaon mo lang yung gas pedal, doon lang siya mas iingay, 'di ba? Lahat naman ng bagay pag binabaon mo, iingay talaga. Parang iba yun. When it comes to the braking feel, ang ganda. Malakas ang kanyang braking power. May tulong din actually ng regenerative braking system. But to be quite fair, you don't need to put a lot of effort in braking, lalo na kung marunong kang lumaro ng pedal dahil nga sa kanyang regenerative braking system. I feel like the MQ Hybrid is livelier and playful compared to the turbocharged variant. Para sa akin, the 2-liter engine paired with electric motor is the perfect application for the MQ. Para sa akin, refined na refined. Para kang nagda-drive ng EV. I mean, full EV, full battery electric vehicle. Kasi ang tahimik niya talaga, and the NVH suppression is top-notch. Even the tires, ang tahimik ng gulong niya. I'm very impressed with this car. And I feel like this car, the MQ Hybrid, is giving us a hint what GAC has something to offer when it comes to hybrid electric vehicle applications in the future. On the positive side, this is where GAC shines, because the value for money proposition with also the build quality, dito siya nagsashine, dito siya papasok. Kasi kung meron kang 1.6 million in the bank, you can already get this car. Especially if naghahanap ka ng fuel efficient and also loaded with tech. Yun naman din ang maganda sa car na to. Ang daming yung tech talaga. Again, tulad na nabanggit ko, it can be overwhelming at first, but familiarization is key. Also, the car shines in terms of fuel economy because this returned 26 to 27 kilometers on mixed driving situations. So, matipid talaga ito. Now, on the negatives, syempre wala namang perfect car, ano? Wala namang perfectong kotse, 'di ba? May positive at negative. Merong criticism, merong praises. Ako, ang napansin ko lang, ang mga Chinese car brands, parang meron lang akong hinahanap na certain driving characteristic. Kunwari, pag sinabi mong Mazda, it's so driver-focused. Pag sinabi mong Mitsubishi, it's value for money, 'di ba? Spacious, ganyan. But for me, I feel like GAC is trying to find the perfect taste. Pero kung tatanungin mo ko sa mga Chinese brands, GAC is one of those brands na galing China na para sa akin tatagal. Walang joke. But this is the reality now. The Chinese cars are here to stay, like GAC. And Astara is doing a pretty good job in terms of, you know, refining the dealership network, diba? The parts are available. I can attest because I have a relative who owns one. And in terms of after sales, talagang magaling. Magaling ang pagkakahandle ng Astara. So, good job. Now, the question for you here is, kung meron kang budget, are you going to stay loyal sa mainstreams or are you willing to go and change? The decision is yours. Thank you for watching.